Hi, my name's Tracy McMillan. I'm from Forge Legal, and today I want to give you my top 5 tips on what men do wrong in child custody matters. So the very first one is not doing anything. So when it comes time for separating, mum says, hey, I'm taking the kids. You go, okay, I'm not going to fight it. And that's okay, you don't have to. But then you say, hey, I want to see my children, and then mum says, no, I'm not letting you have them. And you go, oh, okay. Putting your head in the sand is not helping you, it's not helping your children. You need to move, you need to do something on it. The longer you leave it where you're not having a relationship with your children, it is harder to bridge those gaps back to reforming that bond, number one. And secondly, it doesn't help you in a family court perspective. So do not delay in those times, make sure you move. Number 2 is bagging out mum. So when I say bagging out mum, oh, your mother's an idiot, your mother's a fool, what your mother did is not right, oh, she shouldn't be doing this, what she's doing is wrong. One, it's hurting your children. So the question I've got for you is, do you want to harm your children or do you want to heal your children? They're going through a hard time right now, and by bagging out their mother, what you're saying is basically that this person should have no respect from the children, and it is undermining their certainty in a very uncertain time. It's also, from a court's perspective, makes you look bad. So the more mud you throw across there, the worse it looks bad on you. So you don't do it. The third one is ownership. So if you are doing drugs, if you are an alcoholic or drinking to excess, if you have an anger issue, if you have hit somebody, it is really important that you don't go, when you're in a family court perspective, that you don't turn around and go, no, never did it, never did it, never did it. The thing that gives you the most control over a family court perspective is owning it, and owning it early. So if you know that she's gonna come after you and say, hey, you used to do drugs, put it in your affidavit and write about it. But then you have to deal with it, which means you have to go to drug rehab if you need to, Alcoholics Anonymous, anger management counseling, DV counseling, whatever it is you need to do to show and demonstrate to a court that you have changed because of what your behavior is, okay? It's really important you do. It gives you a lot of credibility with the court. Fourthly, is do not use your kids as pawns. If you do, I will tell you right now, it will never work out for you in a couple of perspectives. In family court, there's nothing more than a judge hates their mum and dad using the children to get back at them. For instance, sending stuff with the child to school, picking the child up, withholding them from the other parent, making little snippet comments through, telling the child that dad hasn't paid child support, or no, your mother receives too much money from it. So from a family court perspective, you're already losing points. From your child's perspective, and I will tell you this after doing this for over 20 years, the amount of children I have seen damaged from it, they will hate you for it when they grow up. They will resent what you have put them in the middle of. It is your relationship breakup, not theirs. So do not use them as pawns. Finally, and this is an important one that people don't consider a lot, is the gender imbalance. So for instance, if you're a male, do not grab and use a male solicitor or a male barrister. If the mother is saying that you are being domestically violent, or that you're a bully, or if that is the tone to her material in her argument, if you have men on your side, what it just looks like is that you are ganging up against the female. So what you need to do is you need to balance that out. Whether it's a female solicitor or whether it's a female barrister, you need to help try and balance that gender imbalance in court, so that what a judge is hearing is not male versus female mentality or bully versus victim, but rather is neutral across both genders. And then that way your argument and your voice is going to be heard in the court. That's just food for thought, but those are my top 5 tips. If you want any more information on it, There is an article which goes into a lot more detail about it on our website, or otherwise just reach out and give us a call. Otherwise, good luck and do the right thing.